New Arcadia has completed a giant elevator. We do not know its purpose. They were bringing something up from the deep underground. Can you investigate? Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero, and welcome back to Mega Man 03. So today we're taking on the final boss of the second set of Robot Masters, are they called? I'm not sure what it is. But you know, the usual, we take on the first 4 and then we gotta go ahead and take on the next 4. These guys have been not exactly tough. I mean, some of them have given me some issues. Cubics was pretty difficult to deal with. For the most part, at least when I first started playing against her, or fighting against her, however you want to consider it, she was extremely difficult for me. But soon after that, she wasn't really too difficult. She didn't give me a hard time on camera, thankfully. And aside from that, I mean, Cactic Glacier again, whatever the hell his name is, he was pretty easy, quite honestly, now that I'm actually thinking about it. Whereas, you know, the eel guy, he's usually kind of difficult sometimes. But, no, he was actually pretty easy this time around. I say this knowing it pretty well, because I have played this game more than I have most of the Mega Man Zero games. I've only played one. I've played the beginning of one several times, considering, you know, I was kind of like in awe that this game, such a game existed, because I was really, you know, used to just, I'm wasting a lot of time here. The Game Boy Advance, basically just handheld games in general, did not really have that sort of caliber of game, you know, some sort of, you know, heavy platforming Mega Man-esque title. I wasn't really used to that kind of stuff. I figured since it's handheld, it's not exactly the kind of thing that I will be seeing, or rather I'll be seeing quite often on the system. It's also something that I didn't think I'd actually be able to play at all, quite honestly. But that being said, yeah, I played the beginning quite a lot of times. The only thing is that I only probably beat the game maybe twice. I beat it one time for my own sake, and then I beat it, you know, again for my channel. Let's see, the reflect laser we got from a copy is so cool. And then aside from that, I don't think I really played the game quite often. I think I might have recently, well, not so much recently, but within the last within the last decade, I should say, not the last year, definitely not the last year. I remember I played the, whoops, I wasted my attack there. I played the Mega Man collection that came out, Mega Man Zero collection. Basically, they just, they put these games together in one cartridge, which is pretty cool, and you can, technically, they have this mode where you can play through the entire games sort of together, which is really cool. My only issue with it is that I suck in these games, so to have to play all of them all together was kind of like, oh shit. As if you weren't hard enough the first time around. Now I gotta play with all this other nonsense going on. So that was a bit of a fun endeavor, but I think I only really played 3. If I remember correctly, I might have played some of 1 and 2. But in any case, when it comes to this game, I really haven't, quite honestly, oh no. This guy's really difficult. So this guy is really silly because you gotta basically knock him down and then just hit his core here. The only way that you can hit the core is when his belly is basically exposed, which is really lame because he has a lot of really annoying moves that he can pull off, and you can really only hit him once you knock his belly down. But you can actually kind of mess him up pretty good if you manage to get him basically in somewhat of a lock. I didn't do it that one time because I kept getting hit, so I wouldn't really call it a lock, but it is quite possible. But the main reason why I was talking about the difficulty in the game is that I do remember this game for the most part. One of the main things, that I remember most is this next upcoming boss being extremely difficult. One of the things about him that's makes him particularly difficult is that he doesn't have a weakness, which is obviously going to make it a little bit more difficult for myself because I can't exploit his weakness and do extra damage against him. I have to basically legitimately just get good and just play the game. It's pretty funny that they put these guys here alongside these cactus guys because I've done the strategy of just using the wheel rod to just push him away. So it's funny that they put the guys that punch the shit out of me and push me away really far. So that's a little bit, I guess, ironic maybe. But I don't know if I guess that's the recommended way. The only way I can think of is use your buster and you just fucking mash on a button until you knock them off the screen. Otherwise, you have to kind of just wait until they attack. Because once they attack, you can actually go ahead and use your normal attacks against them because they expose themselves. Oh, come! Wow! My God. You know what? I'm not even gonna get that health. Honestly, I could give two shits about that health. I don't care. I'm not gonna die on some dumb nonsense again. It really pisses me off in this part because, you know, I get it. I hate spikes. I'm bad with spikes, etc., etc. They're cheap. But they just come at no point. They come at no warning at that point. They just fucking throw spikes at you, and it's just like, oh, hey, here's some spikes, I guess. Whatever. The point I was trying to make this entire time is that this guy is extremely difficult. There's no weakness for me to exploit. So he's just a straight up fight, which is why I always love leaving him for last.
Gah, so you're Zero. You're so tiny I almost stepped on you. My name is Tretista. What? Kelverian of Wild's numbers. Your neck is so tiny, I'll snap it in one chop. Gah.
Just a brolic ass bulldog guy. He's got some pretty interesting attacks. He throws a pipe, jumps around. He also does again with the pipe, which is fine. I don't know what the heck is going on in the background. It gives me some sort of a Gygus-like thought. This isn't good. There we go. Ooh. I want to be on the other side of that, and we're just going to go ahead and use up our little E-tank there, because that's pretty useful. It's also pretty annoying that he's quite bulky in terms of, you know, the fact that look, he also has these dogs, because of course, you know, he's a dog. Well, of course he would shoot smaller dogs from his fucking shoulders. Basically he can only get hit on one side. You don't really want to get stuck in between him, because he will end up locking you up with those purple blast things, which really sucks. Or when he throws his really obnoxious crate, where he kind of just picks up a crate out of nowhere and he chucks it at you. If there's no space, you're screwed. And then he charges at you, so you take a bunch of damage just from that.
Huh? Zero, where did you go? I don't see you, and my whole body hurts. Ah!
Oh man, this mission in general was really tough, given that elevator scene with all the monsters, which is quite fitting, quite honestly. But yeah, we took down a bunch of enemies, did a pretty decent clear time, had no retries, start the mission all over every single time. Did really good. The only problem is which I would have gotten an S rank, I felt like I did really good, but whatever. Got the Absorber Body Chip, and we also captured an EXL of this guy, which is the Gale attack, I believe. That should be the, yeah. So we have the up slash, we have the down slash, so, you know, you press up, you slash up, which is a really good move. When you're in the air, you press down with your saber, you stab it down, which is alright. We also have another good move, which I don't use often enough, is you hold down, and you throw out basically a sword beam. Finally, the last move is when you're dashing now, you can hold out your saber into some sort of spear and just go through enemies, which is also a really good move. So the charging, or rather say the dash saber slash does more damage than normal saber slashes, which is good. So for example, those really annoying guys with the electric arm that take more than one saber hit to kill that are really annoying, you can kill them with one saber slash. One dashing saber slash, I should say. Thank you, Zero. It looks like that elevator was being used to carry mass amounts of energy crystals. But I wonder, what was Weil up to with all that energy? And there, we've just finished inputting the data and recovered it so far. Now to begin the analysis. Thanks to Zero, we've collected so much information. It will take time to analyze data, so for now, don't save your data. Stay fresh.